The street looked normal that evening, but nothing about the new neighbor was normal. Not for Daniel. Not for anyone. A cool wind moved across the duplex houses, carrying a strange smell. Like warm metal. Like the air after lightning strikes. Daniel felt something sharp in the air when he stepped outside. A strange energy. He ignored it at first. Everyone ignores danger until it stands right in front of them. He was taking his trash out when he first saw her. The new neighbor. She stood beside the mailbox of the second unit of the duplex. The porch light hit her face, and for a moment Daniel thought she was wearing some kind of mask. Her skin was pale silver, smooth like glass. Her eyes glowed faintly blue. She did not blink. She only watched him with a stillness that made his chest feel tight. Daniel tried a friendly wave. Hi. You just moved in? She tilted her head, studying him like he was a new discovery. Then she nodded once, slow and steady. No smile. No greeting. Just that strange nod. He heard rumors earlier that day. The landlord said the new tenant was a quiet foreign woman. That was obviously a joke now. She was not from any country on earth. And she was watching him like she already knew him. For the next 2 nights, Daniel stayed inside. And still, she watched. The blinds of her windows sometimes shifted. A shadow sometimes moved. He tried to tell himself she was harmless. Maybe she was just shy. Maybe she didn't know Earth customs. But on the 4th night, everything changed. That was the night she knocked on his door. It was almost midnight. Daniel was half asleep when the knocking started. Soft at first, then firm. Not angry. Just demanding. When he opened the door, she stood there, breathing hard, like she had been running. But her eyes were different now. Glowing brighter. Almost too bright to look at directly. She stepped closer, and he felt heat coming from her body. Like she was burning inside. Are you all right? He asked. She shook her head once. No, she said, her voice low and smooth. I need you. Daniel froze. He had no idea what that meant, but something in her tone felt primal. Urgent. Not romantic. Not polite. Something deeper. Before he could speak, she said, let me in. The air grew hotter. That was the moment everything started. Her name was Renara. She explained it in short, simple words after stepping inside and closing the door behind her. The heat around her grew stronger. Daniel felt sweat forming on his forehead. I am from Ortiz, she said. A world far from here. Daniel stared. Okay, but why me? Why come here? She held his eyes. Because my season has started. Season? Mating season. Daniel coughed. Great. Perfect. Normal. Totally normal. But she didn't laugh. She didn't even blink. My species chooses a partner based on instinct, she said. We sense energy. Life force. Strength. I scanned this area when I moved in. She stepped closer until Daniel had to step back. You are the strongest one here. Daniel almost laughed again, but her expression stopped him. She was serious. Dead serious. And that is a problem, she added. Why? He whispered. Because I cannot control myself during this phase. Her voice trembled. If I lose control, I may harm someone. Daniel swallowed. He could feel the heat rising from her skin, almost painful now. So what do you want me to do? Restrain me. Restrain you? She nodded. Tie me. Hold me. Keep me from attacking anyone. Her breath came in short bursts. You are the only one strong enough to do it. My instincts chose you. Daniel blinked. Twice. You want me to tie up my alien neighbor because she's in heat? She closed her eyes, gripping the edge of the table to stay steady. The table creaked under her strength. If you don't, your city will not survive the night. Daniel stared at her hands. The metal edge of the table bent under her grip. His stomach dropped. All right, he said quietly. Tell me what to do. Renara collapsed onto the floor when the heat grew stronger. Daniel quickly grabbed the thick climbing rope he kept for workouts. It wasn't meant for aliens, but it was the best he had. Arms, she said, holding them out. He tied her wrists tightly. She didn't fight. But as the heat rose, she started breathing louder. Faster. Her muscles tensed. The rope stretched but held. She looked up at him, eyes glowing electric blue. Do not untie me. No matter what I say. No matter how I sound. Daniel nodded. His heart raced. He tied her ankles too, securing them together. Renara shuddered, then suddenly jerked forward. The rope went tight. Her voice changed, filled with something wild. Daniel, release me. I need. He stepped back. You said not to listen. Her eyes flashed. If you do not release me, I will break free. Her body twisted, pulling against the ropes. The rope dug into her silver skin. Not cutting it, but straining hard. Daniel felt fear crawling up his spine. Renara, hold on. She growled, low and strange. My body wants you. My mind does not want to hurt you. These two things do not match. She thrashed again, and one knot slipped. Daniel rushed forward to tighten it again, hands shaking. Renara froze suddenly. She stared at him with a new expression. Confusion. Shock. Something softer. You are not afraid, she whispered. He stared back. Should I be? Yes. She took a long breath. But you stay. You help. Even now. My neighbor needs me, he muttered. Even if she's from space. Her glowing eyes softened for the first time. Then the heat burst. Her skin lit with blue lines, glowing across her arms, neck, and face. She screamed not in pain, but in pure instinct. Her body fought the ropes again, harder, faster. The roof lamps shook. Daniel grabbed her shoulders to keep her from hurting herself. She gasped at his touch, breathing fast. Daniel. Yeah. I'm here. Do not let go. He held her steady as the heat wave passed through her. It lasted minutes. Long, intense, terrifying minutes. Her body relaxed, then tensed, then relaxed again. Sweat rolled down Daniel's face. Renara's heat slowly cooled. When she finally stopped shaking, her eyes dimmed. The glowing lines faded. She took a weak breath. It is done, she whispered. Daniel let out the biggest breath of his life. She looked up at him. I chose well. Daniel snorted. You almost melted my house. She blinked slowly. I am sorry. I tried to warn you. He sat beside her. It's fine. Just, try not to explode again. She watched him with calm, soft eyes. I will not enter that season again for many Earth years. I am stable now. He loosened the ropes. She sat up slowly. When she tried to stand, she stumbled. Daniel caught her. You helped me survive, she said quietly. And you helped your whole neighborhood. Daniel didn't know what to say. She looked different now. Peaceful. Gentle. Not threatening at all. Daniel, she added, I hope we can be friends. Real friends. Not explosive ones. He laughed despite himself. Yeah. Friends sounds good. She looked toward her duplex door. I will go home now. But if I ever enter that season again, she paused. You will be the first one I warn. Daniel rubbed his face. Great. Something to look forward to. She smiled for the first time. It was small. But real. After that night, the street felt normal again. The strange smell in the air faded. The energy calmed. Renara went about her quiet life, fixing strange machines on her balcony and watering her glowing plants. Daniel saw her sometimes. She always nodded politely. But now there was something warm behind that nod. A shared secret. A strange bond. A story no one on Earth would ever believe. And Daniel had a feeling that his life, thanks to his alien neighbor, was never going to be normal again.